YTPC, Forward Smoking Pipes here. Well, it's Sunday. Threw out a couple videos this week in response to, oh boy, kept trying to put this two-part video together about this pipe. Just never could seem to get it pulled together, so I just trashed the whole mess. So here we are again. I am smoking my Molina. It was a unfinished pipe. This is the coloration that's on it. Getting to look pretty nice. Of course, in it I've got me a little bit of Carter Hall. Just keeping it simple today. Spoke to you last week about a project that I got going on with old Cainrod Piper. Spoke to you about this pipe, which you see before you. This old pipe, this is a Medico Guardsman. If you notice in the very bottom, it's a vented pipe. Now, what I know about these pipes, or what was told to me about this pipe whenever I conversed with the person selling it, these were part of the issue at the commissaries and things on posts, things in the military. Of course, they were sold everywhere else too, and this one is believed to have been part of that. Oh, I don't say issued pipes. I'm not sure if there was a issue or a purchase or however you gentlemen want to say it. I wasn't in the military back in that time, so I'm not going to speak on it. It wouldn't be intelligent if I did. This pipe, while it's definitely been used, in my mind, is in really good shape and taken care of. I mean, it's no more than maybe a step above a no-name basket pipe to most people. Might have to clean it up a little bit before I send it up, but what caught my attention is the design on it. I'm a nut for rustication most of the time. The majority of my pipes are rusticated one way or another. A lot of them look a lot like custom builds. Some of them like this are just a different design. When I get a pipe like this, especially if it's identified as a possible military error issue, it takes on a whole different meaning for me. I mean, I like to think, especially since it was taken care of, that the guy thought a lot of his pipe. And wherever he's at, I'm going to go ahead and take care of his pipe. Now, I have smoked this pipe a couple times. Smokes great. I really enjoy it. But she has one issue. She starts dripping a little bit down here. I'm getting ready to pull it apart and show you why. Old Mike's agreed to take a look at it for me and let me know if there's something we can do. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, and I'm hoping he'll do a video and show you his thoughts on it and how we might remedy this situation. If you notice, there's only about half of that there. And I really don't think it should be staying in this part of the pipe. Thinking what's going on is this come loose. And I'm hoping that that screws out of there. Out of the, I'm having a loss for words. Y'all have to forgive me today. But anyway, my thoughts on it are, if it does not screw out of there, I'd like to cut this off flush. Use a dowel, or not a dowel, but Mike tell you how to fix it. But my whole thought is if I took a piece the size of that hole and shoved it up in there, secured it somehow to where it would just plug into here, that would secure the leaking part. Because what I think is when I collect humidity, that it drips out under here and comes down. If that screws out of there, and then there's some way to glue it up into the stem again, I'd be perfectly happy with that. I don't know, that's just my thoughts on it. First off, I've not been able to get this part to even think about coming out of here. And quite frankly, till somebody with a little better knowledge of this takes a look at it, I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I'm hoping that this guardsman was an adjustomatic, because I really like the adjustomatic that screws in. A lot of my refurbished pipes are the adjustomatic variety. I just flat like the way they smoke and the way they seal up, and I never have like twisting a piece of plastic or a piece of stem out of the briar. I see a absolute problem there where it could go wrong. So I've always liked it when two pieces of metal screwed together in it. I try to keep them clean and loose where they'll not give me any issues. And I don't pull them when they're hot. So all this time I've only had one pipe crack out on me on the stem, not stem. Oh, tenon. Maybe that's not the word either. Anyway, I've only had one pipe crack out right here, and that was a new, and let's say new, is 2 or 3 months old gray bow. I think I've done a video on it. It was a Rhodesian. I really liked it. I have 2 of them. Good pipes. For me, when I classify a good pipe and a bad pipe, depends on how it performs for me. It has very little to do with the price tag. It has a lot to do with the way it smokes and the way I think it looks. It can look great and smoke too hot, and that makes it an okay pipe. It can look rough and smoke great, and that makes it a great pipe. can look great, cost a lot, and smoke like really bad, and that makes it one that I get rid of. I, value, like I said in one of my other videos, value is depending on all how you look at it. Add meaning behind a pipe, such as this one, then it has great value to me. Of course, that's kind of how I deal with people too. I mean, by their actions. That's what adds value. Decent day here in Arkansas. We're almost at 50 degrees. A little rainy once in a while. Had a little fog this morning. Not uncommon down here on the War Eagle to have fog rolling around. Looking forward to fishing season this year. Got a fly rod I really want to test out. Smallmouth bass up and down this creek. Just spectacular. Most of them up here in the headwaters are pretty small. Fish sizes are usually dictated by the majority of the pool of water that they're in, type of food they have. Big pockets of water can hold big fish. Small pockets of water tend to hold small fish and a few big ones that's got washed in. All the years my wife had aquariums, a big fish in a small bowl doesn't get very big. Get a hatchling of a species that typically gets large, keep him in a small environment, he stays small. A lot of times, people's minds are that way. Keep them in a small environment, their mind stays small. In other words, think for yourself. I don't know where that came from, that just kind of flew out there. Old Carter Hall. Great standby. Great every day. Great with a cup of coffee. Really been settling in, just keeping it simple lately, guys. Been finding I have a loss for words a lot lately, so I've not been making a lot of videos. Kind of hard to believe old Ford don't have a lot to say, huh? Well, that's our pipe project. I hope you got to enjoy a pipe with me. I got a little more left in this bowl. Decided I'm going to do a little cleaning on that. I unpacked that pipe. I had it packed up, but I had to remake the video, so I pulled it out and I looked at it and I thought, yeah, I'm going to clean that up a little more before I send it up. It's already been sanitized with adult spirits of 101 variety, if you catch my drift. Figure that'll kill just about anything. 101 proof. Gonna get it all packed up in its box and send it off to the pipe doctor. A little triage from the Cainrod. Alright, Y2PC. Y'all be safe out there. Old Ford signing out.